Hello, this is Derek with Bulldog Rooter. Today's date is January 11th, 2026, and this is a video upload for job number 43180. I repeat, 43180. Today we got called out for a clogged main line. Initial blockage was at approximately 6 feet within the line. After getting the water to drop from there, we continued to inspect the line and saw multiple root intrusions. Line consists of 4-inch clay tile and 4-inch cast iron into a little bit of 4-inch ABS. We are currently out at the end of the line. I'm about to start pulling it back. We have a few offsets, a couple of small bellies, and like I said, multiple root intrusions that we encountered. So now I'm going to start pulling it back here, nice and slow. At the top of your screen, you're going to see a little bit of cobwebs. Nothing to be worried about. We also have a couple of separations in the line here. See a little bit of separation there, a little tiny offset. Like I said, there's a cobwebs up at the top. Here's a bigger gap in the line. You see the separation happening there between the pipes. Customer is interested in potential lining, so I'm going to get Drew out here to talk to him about that and those estimates. This is one of the smaller bellies here. Got some loose roots hanging out in there. Got a pretty decent sized offset here. I think there's a bit of a gap in this one as well. Some more loose roots there. Another offset there. An offset is when the pipe is shifted and is not fully lined up with its connecting piece, just due to the earth moving or things like that. There's another rather large offset there, kind of creating a little lip for that water to have to go over. And this is where the larger belly is. It starts kind of right here at the 25-foot mark, and we slowly go under all the way to the 20-foot mark. Now when you see it after we're out of the water, it doesn't look all too bad. Nothing to be too concerned about, just kind of not exactly what you want in a pipe, but still. I think this is another large gap here. See the dirt on the lot. Oh, that's not necessarily dirt actually, but I still think there is a gap between the connecting pieces there. And you can see at the top of the pipe on the right and the left that there's some root intrusions coming in there and a little bit of dirt hanging out. Got a pretty large gap there. Can't really see the side of it. And then we go around a bend. Got a large gap there as well. another large gap. Another large gap here as well. Some more loose roots, toilet paper. A large gap here as well. It's probably the largest offset that they have. I think this is also our clay tile to cast iron transition here. Now we're in the cast. There's also a large offset there. This is where our initial blockage was. Very large root intrusion. Looks like there's a bit of dirt kind of seeping into the pipe. The root intrusion was taking up the majority of the pipe and the walls of the pipe as well. Got it cleaned up as good as we could. Would suggest to jet before actually performing any liners, just to get it nice and cleared of all roots. And here's the ABS. And we are in the basement. This is the access point from the basement. That does conclude your video inspection. Thank you for choosing Bulldog Rooter.